The legality of hardwiring a dishwasher depends on local regulations and whether you hold the appropriate licenses. In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the City of Pittsburgh Bureau of Building Inspection mandates that a permittee or contractor obtain a permit for electrical work, including the hardwiring of a dishwasher. These permits are generally issued to licensed electricians or individuals who have completed an approved electrical training program. In Youngstown, Ohio, the City of Youngstown Department of Building and Zoning requires a permit for what they term permanent electrical installations, which includes the hardwiring of a dishwasher. Again, these permits are generally issued to licensed electricians. In Steubenville, Ohio, the City of Steubenville Building Department requires a permit for all electrical work, and this includes the hardwiring of a dishwasher. As with the other cities, permits are typically issued to licensed electricians. Because regulations vary by location, it is always best practice to check with the local building department or electrical inspector to confirm the specific requirements in the particular area you are working. As a general recommendation, it is advised to have a licensed electrician perform electrical work, including the hardwiring of a dishwasher, to ensure safety and compliance with local regulations. If you are not a licensed electrician, it is best to leave the hardwiring to a qualified professional. Hardwiring a dishwasher involves connecting the appliance directly to the building's electrical system, as opposed to using a plug-in cord. This connection typically requires running electrical cable from the circuit breaker panel to a junction box near the dishwasher. Inside the junction box, the dishwasher's wires are connected to the building's wiring using wire connectors. Grounding is crucial, ensuring that the dishwasher is properly grounded to prevent electrical shock. The specific gauge of wire required will depend on the dishwasher's amperage and local electrical codes. Commonly, 12.2 or 14.2 non-metallic sheathed cable is used, but it is important to consult the dishwasher's installation instructions and local codes to determine the appropriate wire size. Circuit breakers protect electrical circuits from overcurrents, which can cause fires or damage to appliances. The appropriate size of the circuit breaker for a dishwasher depends on its amperage rating. Typically, a 15 amp or 20 amp circuit breaker is used for a dishwasher. Local electrical codes, such as the National Electrical Code, or NEC, provide detailed requirements for electrical installations. Article 422.31 of the NEC addresses the disconnection of appliances, stating that appliances must have a means of disconnection from all ungrounded conductors. This disconnection means can be a cord and plug connection, or a switch or circuit breaker that is readily accessible to the user. Article 422.34 covers the grounding of appliances, emphasizing the importance of grounding to prevent electrical shock hazards. Article 210 provides requirements for branch circuits, including the number and type of outlets allowed on a circuit, and the wire size and overcurrent protection requirements. Article 250 covers grounding and bonding, providing detailed requirements for grounding electrical systems and equipment to ensure safety. When hardwiring a dishwasher, several safety precautions should be taken. Firstly, always turn off the circuit breaker that supplies power to the circuit before working on any electrical connections. Use insulated tools to prevent electrical shock. Wear safety glasses to protect your eyes from debris. Double-check all connections to ensure they're secure and properly insulated. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a licensed electrician to perform the work. In addition to hardwiring, dishwashers can also be connected using a power cord. This involves plugging the dishwasher into a dedicated electrical outlet. The outlet must be properly grounded and located within reach of the dishwasher's power cord. The advantage of using a power cord is that it allows for easier disconnection of the dishwasher for maintenance or replacement. However, some local codes may require hardwiring for new dishwasher installations. Before starting any electrical work, it is essential to gather the necessary tools and materials. These include wire strippers, wire connectors, screwdrivers, pliers, electrical tape, a voltage tester, and the appropriate size and type of electrical cable. It is also important to have a copy of the local electrical codes and the dishwasher's installation instructions on hand for reference. When working with electrical wiring, it is crucial to follow proper wiring techniques. This includes stripping the insulation from the wires without damaging the conductors, making secure connections using wire connectors, and properly insulating all connections with electrical tape. It is also important to maintain proper grounding and bonding throughout the electrical system. Grounding involves connecting the electrical system to the earth to provide a path for fault current to flow back to the source, tripping the circuit breaker and preventing electrical shock. Bonding involves connecting all metal parts of the electrical system together to ensure that they are at the same electrical potential. This helps to prevent voltage differences that can cause electrical shock. Electrical inspections are typically required for new electrical installations and modifications to existing electrical systems. The purpose of an electrical inspection is to ensure that the work complies with local electrical codes and is installed safely. During an electrical inspection, the inspector will examine the wiring, connections, grounding, and other aspects of the electrical system to ensure that they meet the required standards. If the installation passes inspection, the inspector will issue an approval certificate. If the installation fails inspection, the inspector will provide a list of deficiencies that must be corrected before the installation can be approved. Common electrical code violations include improper wiring connections, undersized wiring, missing grounding connections, and overloaded circuits. To avoid these violations, it is important to carefully follow the local electrical codes and the manufacturer's installation instructions. If you are unsure about any aspect of the electrical work, it is best to consult with a licensed electrician. Electrical safety is paramount when working with electricity. Always assume that electrical circuits are live until you have verified that they are energized using a voltage tester. Never work on electrical equipment in wet or damp conditions. Keep flammable materials away from electrical equipment. If you experience an electrical shock, seek medical attention immediately. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a widely adopted standard for electrical installations in the United States. It is published by the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, and is updated every 3 years. The NEC provides detailed requirements for electrical wiring, equipment, and installations to ensure safety and prevent electrical hazards. It is important to consult the latest edition of the NEC when performing electrical work. Local electrical codes are based on the NEC, but they may also include additional requirements that are specific to the local jurisdiction. It is important to be familiar with the local electrical codes in your area before starting any electrical work. Licensed electricians have completed extensive training and have passed an examination to demonstrate their knowledge of electrical codes and safety practices. They are qualified to perform electrical work safely and in compliance with local regulations. Hiring a licensed electrician can help to ensure that your electrical work is done correctly and safely. The cost of hiring a licensed electrician can vary depending on the scope of the work and the electrician's rates. However, it is important to consider the cost of electrical work in the context of the potential risks and consequences of improper installation. The electrical fires and electrical shock can cause serious injury or death, and they can also result in significant property damage. Investing in professional electrical services can help to minimize these risks and ensure the safety of your home and family. Continuing education is important for electricians to stay up to date on the latest electrical codes, safety practices, and technologies. The electrical industry is constantly evolving, and new products and techniques are being developed all the time. The electricians who participate in continuing education programs are better equipped to provide their clients with the best possible service. Apprentice electricians are individuals who are learning the trade under the supervision of a licensed electrician. Apprentices typically complete a combination of classroom instruction and on-the-job training. The apprenticeship program provides them with the skills and knowledge they need to become licensed electricians. Electrical contractors are businesses that provide electrical services to residential, commercial, and industrial clients. They typically employ licensed electricians and apprentice electricians. Electrical contractors are responsible for ensuring that their employees are properly trained and that all electrical work is performed in compliance with local regulations. Electrical engineers are professionals who design and oversee the construction of electrical systems. They typically have a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. Electrical engineers are involved in a wide range of projects, including the design of power plants, transmission lines, and building electrical systems. Troubleshooting electrical problems requires a systematic approach. Start by identifying the symptoms of the problem. Then, use a process of elimination to narrow down the possible causes. Use a voltage tester to check for voltage at various points in the circuit. Consult with a licensed electrician if you are unable to resolve the problem yourself. Electrical repairs should be performed by a licensed electrician. Attempting to repair electrical equipment without proper training and experience can be dangerous. Licensed electricians have the knowledge and skills to perform electrical repairs safely and effectively. Electrical maintenance is important for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems. Regular maintenance can help to prevent electrical problems and extend the lifespan of electrical equipment. Electrical maintenance tasks include inspecting wiring, tightening connections, testing circuit breakers, and replacing worn or damaged components. Energy efficiency is an important consideration when designing and maintaining electrical systems. Using energy-efficient lighting, appliances, and equipment can help to reduce energy consumption and lower utility bills. Energy audits can help to identify areas where energy can be saved. Renewable energy sources, such as solar and wind, can be used to generate electricity. These sources are environmentally friendly and can help to reduce reliance on fossil fuels. Electrical safety inspections are important for identifying potential electrical hazards in homes and businesses. These inspections should be performed by a qualified electrical inspector. The inspector will examine the wiring, connections, grounding, and other aspects of the electrical system to ensure that they meet the required standards. Common electrical hazards include frayed wiring, overloaded circuits, and missing grounding connections. Surge protection is important for protecting electronic equipment from damage caused by voltage surges. Voltage surges can be caused by lightning strikes, power outages, and other events. Surge protectors can help to divert excess voltage away from electronic equipment, preventing damage. Smoke detectors are essential safety devices that can help to save lives in the event of a fire. Smoke detectors should be installed in every bedroom and on every level of the home. They should be tested regularly to ensure that they are working properly. Carbon monoxide detectors are also important safety devices that can help to protect against carbon monoxide poisoning. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless gas that can be produced by faulty furnaces, stoves, and other appliances. Carbon monoxide detectors should be installed near sleeping areas. Ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, are special types of electrical outlets that are designed to protect against electrical shock. GFCIs are required in bathrooms, kitchens, and other areas where water is present. They work by detecting small imbalances in the electrical current and quickly shutting off the power to the circuit. Arc fault circuit interrupters, or RFCIs, are another type of circuit breaker that is designed to protect against electrical fires. RFCIs work by detecting arc faults, which are small electrical sparks that can occur in damaged wiring. When an arc fault is detected, the RFCI quickly shuts off the power to the circuit, preventing a fire. Lighting design is an important aspect of interior design. Proper lighting can enhance the appearance of a room, improve visibility, and create a comfortable atmosphere. Different types of lighting include ambient lighting, task lighting, and accent lighting. Electrical permits are required for many types of electrical work. Before starting any electrical work, it is important to check with the local building department to determine whether a permit is required. Electrical permits help to ensure that the work is performed in compliance with local electrical codes and is inspected for safety. Electrical codes are constantly evolving to reflect new technologies and safety practices. It is important for electricians and other electrical professionals to stay up to date on the latest electrical codes. Continuing education courses, industry publications, and professional organizations can help to stay informed about changes to the electrical codes. Electrical safety is a shared responsibility. Everyone can take steps to prevent electrical accidents by following basic electrical safety guidelines. These guidelines include avoiding contact with electrical wires, not overloading circuits, and using electrical equipment properly. Electrical emergencies can occur at any time. It is important to know what to do in the event of an electrical emergency. If you experience an electrical shock, call 911 immediately. If you see sparks or smoke coming from electrical equipment, turn off the power to the circuit and call the fire department. If you smell gas, leave the building immediately and call the gas company.